your reflections on working hard in the taxi squad, being activated, first game, first goal as a Ranger. Just take us through those range of emotions.
Yeah, obviously we got a good team here, so kind of wasn't the news that I wanted from the start, but it's just another obstacle that I kind of had to get over, and it's just one of those things where I knew in a shortened season, a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of moving pieces, and I just got to be ready. So that's coming to the rink every single day, even though you're on the taxi squad. You never know what's going to happen. So for me, it was just approaching every single day as if I could be playing tomorrow or the next day, and that ended up what happening and ended up working out.
Okay, do we have any additional questions? Colin Stevenson from Newsday. Colin, go ahead.
Colin, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? We don't know much about you in terms of like what kind of player you are. Are you a natural right wing? Do you play center? What's your game all about?
Yeah, I think I've been lucky. I think I'm a natural center, but I've kind of been a Swiss Army knife the last several years of my career, just kind of climbing up the ladder in order to make it. I think last year in 30 games I played 10 at left wing, 10 at right wing, 10 at center, and I got to play. I think last year was a good experience for me because I got to play kind of up and down the lineup. One night, or for a long period of time, I was kind of playing like a fourth line role and playing some heavy guys and playing that kind of gritty, grindy, sandpaper type of game. And then there are some other nights where I was centering that line, or a couple nights where I got to play with some high end players, playing center over there in Nashville. So for me, I think that I can kind of slide up the lineup in any way, shape, or form. And over the last couple of years, and I've been able to kind of mold my game to be able to do that. And it doesn't really matter what position I'm comfortable with, kind of anything out there. But for me, I just try to play my game and what kind of got me here, and that's a lot of speed. Try to bring a lot of energy into the game, play with a little bit of emotion, and I think you can, if you play like that, it can kind of shape and form and change the momentum in a game. So that's just kind of what I try to do and pride myself in, and do the little things, and that got me here.
And Colin, you have a follow-up? Colin, do you have a follow-up?
I do, actually. Thanks. So, when you signed with the Rangers, what were you thinking? Why the Rangers as opposed to anywhere else? I mean, what did they, did they tell you something that you liked more than other teams told you?
Yeah, no, I felt pretty comfortable in the conversations that I had. I think you want to go places where, somebody believes in you, and I honestly felt that, it was a really good fit for me. Obviously, I think we have a ton of skill here, and I think the way I play the game is something that, a lot of teams might need, and just kind of bringing that energy, like I said, and to be able to play up and down the lineup. I truly felt that, some really good veteran presence here, and also some really good young guys. So kind of having that mix and being a little bit closer to home, I honestly just felt really comfortable in the conversations that I had, and felt that it could be a good fit for me.
Next question comes from Molly Walker with the New York Post. Molly, go ahead.
Hi, Colin. Getting a chance to practice with the taxi squad, how have you approached your opportunity to play in front of the coaches to work your way into the lineup?
Yeah, no, it's definitely a little bit tougher. I think even going through training camp, there's some things that you can do in a game that you can't really do in maybe some controlled environments. I truly think that I'm kind of like a gamer, and I like to go out there and compete. And but for me in practice, it's just kind of bringing it every single day. I realize that it's a shortened season, so every single day counts. Even if it was a longer season, you got to come to the rink every single day. As if you never know if you're gonna be playing or not, what the situation's gonna be. So, for me, it's just kind of one of those things where I'm competing for a job every single day, every time I step on the ice. And one thing for me is I've had the game taken away from me at some point in my career, and I've kind of changed the way I look at the game and my perspective on the game and life because of those experiences. So I don't take it for granted. So every single time I come to the rink, I know somebody's always watching, and I just kind of do what I do that kind of got me here, like I said. And whether that's practice or a pregame skate, whatever it is, I kind of wear my heart on my sleeve and leave it all on the ice.
Next question comes from Mark Rosenman. Mark, go ahead.
Here on that goal, it's interesting that the assist is Adam Fox, so it's a Harvard to Harvard connection. Well, is that something that you guys talked about afterwards at all?
I think he brought it up. Yeah, it's just kind of one of those things. It was a bummer when I played there. He's obviously a heck of a player, and I missed him by a year, and we really could have used him when we were there. We had a really good group, and so unfortunately I missed him when I was there. But we have a ton of mutual friends, and right when I signed here, he was probably one of the first people that I texted. So we were kind of laughing about it, giving a quick little chuckle afterwards. But it's good to have people coming into a situation where I'm not really familiar, but familiar faces like him. I'd always see him at school when I go back, kind of being from the greater Boston area, and I've been following him for a while. So it's fun to be out there with him. He makes the game look so easy, so it makes my job a little bit easier.